less sniffling and blowing my nose. I'm glad I was on mute. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. I woke up and decided to write morning pages as a sprint because I haven't done anything all week. So I don't know if that was inspiring to any of you to start. It looks like Amy's late to the party, but getting onto my 3 pages. Excellent. Wholesome music today, Richard says. Happy Christmas Eve. Oh, Mitchell, nice to see you. Yeah. Happy Christmas to Jim because it is not until January for him in Georgia, so he's wishing us a good Christmas. Early. Man, my morning pages were pretty scattered this time. I may or may not have written almost there 3 times and then said good enough at the very end. But they're big pages, right? They're like, these are big pages, so that counts. Oh, Leo says, good morning, 306 words done. I also haven't done anything all week. Well, at least you have power and internet, it seems, Leo, which some people seem to have gone without this week. Hope you guys are safe and powered and warm. Amy was just pretending. Okay. Richard's been eating. That counts for Christmas? I'm not sure I get that. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, I can take this down. Oh, Eva got about 430 words on her re-outline during my 3rd page. Nice. And she binged Imposters on Netflix. That's all I've done this week. Imposters. Haven't heard of it. I've gotten a lot done in these 5.5 weeks that I've been here. Elle is planning this week, starting on a new manuscript on January 1st. Nice. Richard is just saying Christmas is the season to pig out. Well, not here. Not here in my world. In America, sure, but I've been trying to move the opposite way, Richard. Good show for my efforts, I think. Eva says, I'm mad it was only 2 seasons. I don't know why I even start shows without 45 seasons. I have 4 lessons to give tomorrow. It's weird working on 25th of December, I bet. Oh, yeah. Well, I've been watching the news as well. There's weather havoc in the Pacific Northwest, which I'm eyeing with a critical eye, as well as back in the Northeast. There's some mess about something called Winter Storm Elliott causing havoc with my friends back in Boston. So, yeah. But here, I've got 2 resolutions for the new year set. Actually, 3. I don't have my collaborations ready yet, so I'm still brewing those up. A couple of videos ago, I did no ice down here. Nope. It was 53 and blue skies yesterday, Amy. So, yeah. A few videos ago, I did ask people for collaboration ideas, and I got a couple responses, so that's exciting. I haven't reached out yet because I don't have my master structure plan in my head or on my journal page yet. So, but I think I'll be doing that in January. It's warming up here in the Midwest, finally. 12 degrees. Feels like -6 now. Holy crap. We have mid-50s and rain coming next week. What a way to welcome in 2023, right? Rain, rain, rain. So you've probably already guessed one of my resolutions. morning pages. A few people on AuthorTube have been dropping this phrase, and I know what it is. I used to do it, and I've done it sporadically over the past decade, but not regularly for a while. And yeah, I think that will help me with my release ratio. I just watched Elle Penelope's last podcast of the year, and she mentioned this link to a blog post on the release ratio, which Richard, I think you would actually really like. It's cute. It's got graphic cartoons. It's got a scientific sort of bent to it and a good metaphor. So it was right up my alley too. And so all about putting out more content than you're taking in, or at least adjusting the ratio at which you're releasing content to consuming content. Welcome to Morning Voice. Amy said it was pretty wicked. Now it's warming up drastically. Ugh, yeah. So big difference. Portland City seems to be fine. 30 degrees here. Still snow on the ground. Nice. Good news is that it's too cold for the snow to melt. We only got an inch or two, but it's white outside for the holiday. Oh, I see. I was like, how is that good news? Because you get a white Christmas. Nice. Excuse me. I journal and call that morning pages sometimes, since I try to do it first thing. Yeah, I was in bed and I had someone text me that they had the flu, and so I was on my phone. So I inevitably did the sweep of like the thing. Okay, no emergencies. Do you count that as tech? I mean, I wasn't like scrolling. Oh boy, yes, morning pages for the day. Ooh. Oh, I start working around 4 a.m. I enjoy writing in the morning more than other times. That gives you a much bigger spread to be the morning. That's smart. Yeah, I would recommend the release ratio. And I think it's called More of That, the blog. My morning voice is very relaxing. Rachel. Oh, okay. I don't know what the climate in Georgia is like. -1°C, which is like 30 degrees. 11°C predicted for tomorrow and sunny, which is like 62. I don't know. I'm just throwing numbers out there. You can correct me if you want. Check-in is fine. In the 80s, the phone call would have just woke you up. Same thing. There we go. Yeah, I'm very far from where I was a year ago when I just joined TikTok and spent like 2 hours like that. And then it gave me the message, maybe you might want to stop and get a drink of water and look up for a second, because I think they're required to. And I thought, yeah, that was embarrassing that time when I asked a bunch of Blazers, do you get that message? Isn't that funny? And they're like, I don't know what you're talking about, because they don't spend 2 hours on it, because they're like responsible adults. Richard's got it. Perfect. And yeah, Elle Penelope was the one who recommended that, just to like give credit where I found it. I found it interesting. So I've done my 3 morning pages, and in those morning pages, I actually had notes on what else I wanted to do during the day. I can't remember who recommended this one at the moment, but I just picked up Sarah Conway's, I think, Unravel planner. It's one of those worksheets, digital worksheets that someone puts out as an email magnet, a newsletter magnet. And so it's called Unravel. I don't know who, if you recommended this, please drop it. But it's like an 80-page planner. And I'm on like page 20. I've done it for 3 days now. And it's got interesting questions. One of the helpful reminders was go back and look at your photos, look at your planner notes, look at your to-do lists that you kept, if you're like me, to see what happened this year, because it goes by so quickly. You sort of don't remember all that you accomplished as well as all that you went through. you may be blocking some of it out. And so that I thought was pretty useful. That actually gave me a kick in the pants to do another tech thing that I've been putting off, which is like rearranging the photos. So now I have a computer with my iTunes music and my photos together in one place. It's not all scattered, which is a great feeling. But I went through the planner and marked all the places where I had jotted down short story ideas. So next step, I think I might do today. Maybe not. We're a slow moving conglomeration. Is take those short story ideas and put them in documents in a new short story idea folder. So I have the old ones that are in fabled passages all sort of corralled when I formatted them. But this would be like new ideas when I'm in that mindset to try a short story or do a flash. I can go and say, what about this idea? No. What about this idea? No. What about, oh, I see how that can develop, and then like get started on it. So like little twists of paper to start a fire. Leo is saying I'm not alone. I've gotten that message on TikTok. Yeah. That was me a year and 2 months ago, and I was sort of depressed. So let's hope we've both left that phase. Jim says 11 degrees Celsius is 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, okay. Thank you. He's taken up American spelling, but can't think in Fahrenheit. It's hard. 32 is freezing for us, where 0 is freezing for the rest of the world. Yes. We're calling people weird by implication. 32 is hot for us. Yeah, almost 90. 32 is snow weather for us. Thank you, Richard. Currently 9 Celsius here in the UK, which I am more than happy with, considering a couple of weeks ago it was -5. Yeah, you gotta get outfitted when you get that. 37 is 98.4 blood temperature. So I always grew up thinking 98.6 was blood temperature, but I think they've officially lowered the average. So maybe this is the new one, 0.2. I don't know. It's how we were taught, most likely in defiance to the monarchy. I don't think they had temp systems when the monarchy dispute was going on, but you know, I wouldn't be surprised. It's been wild this year. -5 the other week, but in the summer we had the heat wave when it was 40 C. No thanks to both. Yeah, it's almost like there's some system disruption going on that like creates havoc and makes weather events more extreme in the summer and the winter. I wonder what that could be called. -31 feels like temps due to the wind the last couple of days. I think around then Fahrenheit and Celsius are the same. Really? Do they? Maybe there's a negative or a very cold place where they converge. I've never seen my dog go out and do his thing. It's so fast. Yeah. I don't think many people call it this anymore, Richard. I think the current lingo is climate crisis to communicate that it's a whole system and that it's urgently needing addressing. Isn't that the John Green book title? We're in the Anthropocene era. Something with Anthropocene. Semi-autobiographical work. Storms cause records. Our temps in general are actually quite warm. Yeah, humans are directly impacting the weather. Oh, I finished my science and nature writing book. It was really good. So look for that in the next wrap up. I'm gonna have another good nonfiction and fiction. Yeah, I'm gonna have another good wrap up soon. It was fun actually when I went through my planner. I went through all the books read in this month and underlined the ones that I remember were really good. It's like I had some really good reading months this year. It was nice. We used to have several snows by now, and this is our second snow since October with 70 degrees Fahrenheit temps in the middle. Wow. I'm getting all stuffed up. I'm feeling fine, Leo. It's just morning voice combined with like mild cat allergies. The stuffiness chooses its time to attack. Sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it's sneezing in the afternoon. We don't know, but we put up with it because Beat is cute. So, climate change was used by big oil to neutralize concern about global warming. Really? I thought it was changed from global warming because people were skeptical because it wasn't warming everywhere. So climate change was used as a like more catch-all term. But I mean, this fits too. If the shoe fits. Winter used to overtake fall. This past year, we had an actual autumn season for months. I dig it until the snow stays in April. Yeah, if things get moved around, payback in April. The percentage of biomass of the wild mammals of the world is only around 4% of the total biomass of mammals. Oh, wild versus domesticated? Poor Bean. Poor me. Most mammals on the planet are humans, and the humans they have domesticated. But I've heard statistics recently that sort of blew my mind. That was like the plastics in the ocean is more than the biomass of mammals, or like the combined weight of insects would outnumber or outweigh the mammals or something. Good morning or good evening. Yeah, good thing is cute. Hey, Lauren and Nicole. Maybe. I don't know. Amy and Allison can battle it out as to the war of perception that was waged. But I mean, both theories sound possible. We count livestock. I would count it as domesticated. Yeah, definitely. Hey, Barton. Nice to see you here. Cold in Maryland. Oh, okay. Okay. Good. I'm glad I wasn't completely off with my conceptions about others, but yeah. Oh, Amy here. Bacteria outweighs everything. Yeah. I wonder if, I mean, I know humans are like 70 something percent water. I wonder how much the bacteria in our bodies weighs compared to our weight. Like, that would be an interesting comparison too. That didn't come up in the science and nature writing book, but you know it did. Second chapter, slime molds. Very exciting. Yeah, I remember when I learned about sweet corn being the name for corn for humans, and flint corn or dent corn being the type that was grown all over the Midwest for livestock, cattle. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That was me trying to say goodness and gosh at the same time. Wow. So one of the articles in the Science and Nature writing, the one that was like the least compelling, the last one, I guess, talked about a goal to protect the 30% of the world's lands and oceans by 2030. Has anyone heard of this? Is it one of those like details of the cops that like no one actually hears about? It sounds pretty weak to me, and I don't know what they mean by protect. But they have 3 countries spearheading it. I think it was like Britain, France, and Ecuador or something, and no indigenous tribes are allowed to sign on to it, and they seem like the biggest preserver, protector of lands. So stop. That is a yucky noise. So, yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't have a cold. Yes, for like the past 50 years, at least. 50, 70. I keep revising because it's like 2000 in my mind, you know? Mm. I want to hear more about this statement, Amy. That's a very interesting discussion there. Our sense of self, yeah. Hey, Des. Yes, I am stuffy. It'll go away as soon as I get up and walk around, though. This is the cat allergies. Book 2. Ooh, he's got the proof copy. Nice. Do we have... Yes. Do we have a release date for that, Martin? Stuffed like a turkey. Hope it clears soon. Thank you, Richard. Eat the rich. Haha. I couldn't imagine Richard going by Rich. That just seems like a Bert. What's that actor's name? The mustache? Or Tom Selleck. It just seems like a Tom Selleck looking character, and I don't see that for Richard. I will gladly go by the name Dickie if it means I don't get eaten. Yes, Bean is on the naughty list. But it's enabled by our biological components, right? Our self doesn't have existence without the biological components. I know. Amy's invited us to Philosophy Hour. Amy, do you have reading sprints later on today? No, you have some on Sunday, but it's Christmas, so maybe not. I knew this one, yep. Desiree, we woke up to cold weather in South Florida. It's a Christmas miracle, though I feel bad because I know that means up north it's gotta be bad. Yeah. The storm Elliott that I was talking about earlier. 8% of our DNA consists of remnants of ancient viruses, and another 40% is made up of repetitive strings of genetic letters and is also thought to have a viral origin. Interesting. Ancient viruses. We are a collective of bacteria. Yeah. Yep. Merry Christmas, Comely Web Shop. Hi. January 20th. What does January 20th say to a British person? Because to me that says like inauguration date. It changes, obviously. It's a day of the week in a month, but it's like one of the inauguration dates. Oh, speaking of inauguration, when is the coronation? Is there a date for that this next year? Oh, I like this. I like this idea, Eva. Language, ability to think about ourselves are enabled by biological components, but its existence, the self, could be there without all of that. You wouldn't just be able to observe yourself. Interesting. That could be part of the magic of nature. I like that. that we are almost more bacteria than what we think of as ourselves. We are such a collective of bacteria that we're getting the full treatment today. We are such a collective of bacteria that we are almost more bacteria than what we think of as ourselves. I see. But is the bacteria part sentient? Can that contribute to the whole? This is such an interesting Christmas Eve discussion. I love it. Yes. I was just thinking about making this like a Saturday morning low-key thing. Because it took me half an hour to do the 3 pages, which is slower. But and then we have a half hour of chat. That could be a good new thing. I don't know. Virtual event Tuesday night from the Portland Audubon Society about the program to conserve marine habitats and wild diversity, evaluation and next steps. Ooh. Which program to conserve? Is it a Portland Audubon program or is it like a larger one? I am more aware of the Portland Audubon Society since I asked them to help me identify those pelicans over the river, and they did, and then they used my video on Twitter, and I was like, that's pretty cool. Ooh, okay. Here's the knowledge dropped. So are we more collective than self? That is interesting. I think in America the answer is definitely no. For Americans, goal, learn something new every day. I like that. That does seem like a story prompt. That's good. I don't know if I agree with this one. Just come to Margaret's channel, learn something before 9 a.m. I like that. I like that. I mean, it's a counter to a certain way of thinking, but it's also not true in my mind. So I don't know. I probably go in circles with that. Oh, coronation is on my mom's birthday. Got it. Richard's got it. Jim's got it. Martin says even it's a Saturday, but we still get a bank holiday. Nice. The expat Brit is bringing the controversy into the chat when we have 5 minutes left of the allotted hour. Imagine if the government could make up additional bank holidays for other reasons. Wouldn't that be marvelous? Thank you. Does republicanism get you a day off? It does not. It does if you live in France. You just lived in France, Martin. What are you talking about? It was time way before that, but they'll get there. Yeah. Science Saturday. Could be the books I'm reading. Kudos. We get a holiday for Christmas. That's close. I mean, we get a holiday for Christmas because the government of the US thinks we're a Christian nation, which is not great. Oh, your mom's birthday is 12th night. That's fun. That's my English teacher in high school's birthday. And some other things that might have happened, yeah. Bacteria has a lot of sway over what we choose to eat and how well our bodies operate. True. So not sentient, but influential. Interesting. I wonder if there's a word for that. I mean, it sort of turns our concept of self on our head because if we think we're self-directed, but don't acknowledge that there's all these pieces that make up our decisions, what do you call that? That's interesting. Well, wrestle it back, right? Bacteria can change the way we think as well. It's rather creepy. Yeah. Amy, were you on or did you watch the video where I read that piece from the Orchard book where they were talking about the zombie mayflies? That was cool as heck. Like, yeah, that was a really interesting passage in that book. Eva says, my mother has lived through a lot of political unrest. She cried for the Queen neck too. Leo says, I think the Audubon Society event is about the state's Marine Reserve program. Ah, cool. Okay. Oregon State doing lots of cool things. I mean, not all of them are Oregon. Some of them are Washington. Washington has some cool programs too. But I think it was Oregon that was, once again, in the Science and Nature book. This is how cool this book is. It was talking about human composting. Not to throw another, like, lit bomb into the conversation again. 1 minute before I'm supposed to close. Human composting allowed in... No, that was Washington. And then Oregon followed suit along with another state back east somewhere. This is your fault. But yeah, that started some interesting conversation in the family. 19 January is holiday here in Georgia, Baptism Day of Jesus. Natlisgeba. That's cool. As far as what we are beyond what our brains can tell us. That's what I was saying. None of us could know more than another. Oh, theology level. I got it. Okay. I thought you meant no, like, yeah, be less ignorant or more informed. Got it. He's quite a ways away, Richard. I don't think you can throw that pike that far. England has only 8 big holidays in a normal year. Yeah, I did it first because you're supposed to do morning pages before you think, so I just muted myself and, like, wrote first. You get a holiday for Christmas, you don't get one for Boxing Day. Well, I think Boxing Day is more of a, like, class holiday where you're supposed to give boxes to your servants, and, you know, the gentry would go out and... Isn't that what it is? They got their 1 day off after Christmas. Oh, I see. I don't think it's the same spirit. I don't know. I don't know how many. If you're trying to count on a numerical scale, like Jim said, 8. I think Americans get like 4 without negotiating, which is New Year's Day, 4th of July, Thanksgiving Day, and Christmas Day. There's really nothing sacred in America in terms of holidays and work because it's a right to work type economy under the regime we're in now. Most places just pay overtime for holidays in America. Yeah, same point. I'd wager the majority don't get any holidays off unless it falls on their regular day off. Not sentient, but influential could be my new Twitter bio. That's funny. Jail closes on Christmas. Yes, but not on Thanksgiving anymore. Hello, Sam. Annual leave in the U.S. baffles and bewilders. Yeah, that's a reason not to live here. Yes. I don't remember which video it is, and I'm not going to come back to put it in the cards. But it was when I was talking about Orchard the first time, I think, and I did readings from it for a wrap up. So this is like, I think, in the spring. Yeah. Speaking of parasites, I was just talking about how, oh, this is a spoiler. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, never mind. I can't share that. I'll share that with you offline, Amy. Something to do with a parasite that I found at eye level here in Sacramento. Really? Nice. Right? It is totally nuts. My mom was just complaining about how the local grocery store was packed with people and they were like shoving cartfuls of stuff out. Like, what is your issue? Oh boy. In your youth, Richard, you're so cute. Really? I did not know this. Interesting. Parasite chat. Well, it's not like a secret project. It's just a secret thing. What's the most common parasite people talk about during this festive season? There's your hint. Nice. Well, that's fun. We're just playing in the litter box now. What are we doing? For some reason, he's taken to like sitting in it like it's a comfy chair. And I'm like, what are you doing? All right. Yeah. Yes, Amy's got it. I'm gonna harvest some of this before I head home. So. He's not common. He's one in like 7 billion, Jim. So. Nope. 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 Oh my God. All right. Chat's going off the rails. I love you guys. Oh, so maybe I'll do this again next Saturday. New Year's Eve? Maybe not. Depends. Oh, hey, JD. Much love. Look forward to all your shenanigans. Yours as well. So we're finding out about some different resolutions for 2023. We're pending a parasite chat, and we've had philosophical questions about how much of us is bacteria and how much of us is self. It has been a fabulous chat, you guys. Thank you for bearing with me with the stuffy morning voice and sneezes and sniffles. Glad to see everybody here for this Christmas Eve tapeworm discussion. This is from March. This is grown out from March, JD. So yeah. Hi Dee, so nice to see you. Lovely to catch people for a moment on Christmas Eve. Enjoy your holiday all. Happy Christmas Eve and thanks for stopping by.